21st episode of the Extreme Show with AL-Mazeedi. Now, after the celebration of the Extreme Show last Thursday, this episode will be a very special one, as it is the first episode after the 20th episode, and that is obvious because I said the 21st episode. Anyways, the Friday night movie hunt of Friday, June 18th, and we've got two movies, so let's get it on. We've got Jonah Hex. It's a comic movie, I guess, as I have read this somewhere, and I don't know how comics are related to cowboy stuff, but here's the trailer. But before that, starring Josh Brolin and Megan Fox. Check out the trailer, we'll be right back. Welcome back. Now with our second movie, which have been started the first part in 1995, my birth year, so that is 15 years ago. Wow, that's a lot of history of an animated movie. It's Disney's own and Pixar's own, of course, Toy Story 3, starring Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, and the girl who joined them on the second part of the film, the previous one, that is Joanne Kozak. Let's check out the trailer of the third part of Toy Story that hits theaters this Friday. Welcome back to the Extreme Show. Now the movies that you have seen in trailers will, as usual, premiere tomorrow night, Friday, June the 18th. Now last week I told you guys about the new HP slate. I made you pumped out, and you might have heard this somewhere else, and you got so excited and all that, and now I'm gonna break the bad news to you. The huge difference between the iPad and the HP slate is only one thing, and that is running Windows 7. And here comes the bad news. No, it won't. HP thought that Windows 7, the people made it sound that it was so great, and now they think that is not so great as people say, and now they are thinking about using Palm. Have you ever heard about that? I googled it and I found out that it is an operating system for a mobile phone. I don't know which one, but it was like that. So therefore, the HP slate is, well, a total fake. So ladies and gentlemen, buy the iPad and forget all the other tablets. And my favorite one is, as I've said, as of the moment I've heard about it or saw it, and it is the iPad, and I will be buying it, and you will see it joining me. It will join me next week. This Thursday, that won't work. Next week, Thursday on the Extreme Show. Okay, so let's get in the business. That is World Wrestling Entertainment. But before WWE, we've got total non-stop action and entertainment. Alright. Slammiversary, like they're copying WrestleMania or something, but not a 4-hour show. I don't know why. Anyways, I only liked one match, and of course it is including Jeff Hardy. Now he's teaming up with Mr. Kennedy, and they called themselves, and they told him, what do you have when you cross Enigma and an asshole? So therefore you've got a new team called the Extreme Enigmatic Assholes. Well, they won the match. Anyways, let's continue. And also welcome back Jeff Jarrett. I don't care what happened to you, but I'm just welcoming him back to the Impact Zone. They like to call it that, huh? Alright, let's move on to the WWE Zone. Okay, first off, Bret Hart screwed up his talking with the NXT rookie, the NXT breakout star, the WWE breakout star, what's his name? Yeah, Wade Barrett. Now, check out this clip and tell me if I'm wrong or not. So, didn't he say WWF? Huh? Check it again. Yes, he did. He said WWF. So, not a new thing to me, because I thought about it, and I thought that as a general manager, Bret Hart will suck, and you're all against me, but he is not quite for the job, and I'm not gonna be surprised if he gets fired several weeks later. Now, Rookies Gone Wild Part 2. It's completely, the title fits the story. What's with the NXT Rookies? Now they took Bret Hart at the end of the show, they ruined our tag team match, and in the parking lot, someone was driving the limo. I don't know who was that. Was it Brian, or what was his name? Daniel Bryan, or It could be Chris Jericho. I don't know who was driving the limo, and at the end they crashed. They put him in the back seat of the limo, and then they crashed into several cars, as you have seen on this past Monday on Raw, as you have seen on the beginning of the show. So I don't know what the hell is happening, and they are demanding to have contracts for each NXT rookie of season 1. Now let's get to business. Friday Night SmackDown preview. It will be an action-packed episode of the show. First off, as announced last Friday, Drew McIntyre broke the news to the general manager of Friday Night SmackDown, Peter Long. He told him that he has to compete in a match against him, or if he won't show up, he will get his ass fired. Well, to me, there's a possibility of him getting fired, and we might see a new general manager. But please, WWE management, do not repeat the mistake as you have done with Bret Hart, because simply he sucked, and he said the word WWF. And that organization that calls itself WWF might sue them for just naming them as WWF. That changed over 10 years ago, I guess. Anyway. And you also will see, they're just copying Monday Night Raw, the final 4-way, getting a tag team. You'll see 619 teaming up with the Big Show, and they will go toe-to-toe with Jack Swagger, the World Heavyweight Champion, and the Straight Edge Savior, CM Punk. That's the show, ladies and gentlemen. Before we go off and see you this Sunday for the Extreme pay-per-view preview of WWE Final 4-way, I'd like to tell you that I'm opening the official The Extreme Show with Jack AL-Mazeedi page on Facebook. So if you'd like it to get the latest news and updates of the show, you can always join me and chat with me on my both Facebook accounts, one for the show and one for myself, and you can see them in the description box and also in my channel. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for watching the show. You have been so nice again, as usual, with the 21st episode. We hope to reach the 100th episode of The Extreme Show. See you this Sunday on The Extreme Pay-Per-View with yours truly, Jack AL-Mazeedi.